So hi guys, so here we are again. I just wanted to make this live here so that we can understand the way that we backtest because backtesting is crucial for us to look into how what are the opportunities and how we can refine our models and the risk management style that we can look into and tweak a little bit if needed to and build confidence. So that is one of the reasons that we usually backtest because backtesting is surely very important. I can't stress enough about it. But let's start from here. I also make sure I journal these because journaling is also a part, an important part actually in backtesting. So this was one of the trade I backtested. I'll just make sure I will. Yeah, this I think I have added it. Minus the short is on 10th. 10th is here, so we just copy this here. The London session. Copy this here. So to make it easier, I just duplicate it. So we know that this is not the one, right? So now let's look into other next opportunities, right? So so this we'll just zoom it up. This is the one. So the next one would be this. So we finished this and it broke the structure above. Wait a minute. I think it was a different one that we looked into on the 10th. Okay. Yeah, this is 10th. 10th was also a loss. It was short. Supply here. Yeah. And this is the one. Oh, 6 pipet. This I would have kept until the here because the base here is not the uh, strong base or this base is not an up side candle, right? So we don't take it. So let's just mark this here. So we take this out. So we'll move on to the next trade. So next one again we look for the opportunity. This becomes the break of structure, right? This is the and it also conforms into our discount zone here. So the next we wait for our raw break of structure. This is the second raw break of structure. Raw break of structure. We see that the base. Let's look into the base carefully. Only if the base is okay. It almost gave us this, but we don't look into it, even though it would have gone. Mm, yeah, so here it is. So in case this was sweeping down here below, like at least swept, as I told you, the logic behind that we look into the sweep, we know that, right? Because there's a good up probability that the buyers are interested. But this right now, and this was a good setup, but as we abide by our rules. And it came until here and we could take a nice and also the above was nice one. This was a good trade in case we would have if we would have caught it, yeah, it would have been a nice trade of up to at least we take 1:2 the minimum and then left leave the runners up to the high almost sure. But in this case, we did not. The edge did not actually come into all of the criteria that we have. So we move on to the next trade. So again, we don't take the third trade again. We don't take it. It's just a continuation. With third trades, I don't usually take it. And then it's the end of our session, London session. See, we only traded so much. So we had one loss. It's fine. This did not work today. So let's move on to next day. Yeah, so we're on to the next day. So let's mark it down. So this was the last base I look up here. The next base would be this here, and also, yeah, they're also mitigated here, so we don't look into this because we don't look in third, and also still our session has not started yet. So let's wait what happens. Wait until 12:30. This was actually a good one. Could have been taken, but third, because the reason that it could have been taken is this was the mitigation zone, the demand zone. This was demand zone, right? So when what happened is, as I explained before, when it let me just take yeah, let's just so when it forms the base here, this is the base. It forms the base, and this is the demand zone. The demand zone is mitigated, and this goes to mitigate at the zone above. Like it doesn't matter if it sweeps or does anything, as long as it comes back and takes all the orders here and then comes back up again, and there's no demand zone here. If it wants to go, it has to sweep this particular loop, so that there are few orders here. So what it does, it comes sweeps right back here and goes. So that is the uh, criteria for this particular setup, because it just sweeps and goes. So what happened? That is what happened. It came swept, but I could have waited and I could have just taken at least 1:1. Maybe, yeah, probably, yeah. But I'm just testing this out. So if it works, let's just look into it. But let's make sure we record or we journal this, right? So let's take this. Let's move on to our trading session. Okay, I think this particular day was completely uptrend, maybe. This should have been a zone. Like this would have been a zone, this would have been a stop loss, sort of 6 pip to this particular base. I don't think I would have been interested in this because we only 2,000 the continuation is continuation, right? Because we don't know. See, what happens is when it keeps continuing, right? So and keeps continuation, keeps getting continued again. So what happens in this particular session, particular thing is these get mitigated. All these liquidity that is lying here, right? So that's lying here above all these liquidity will get taken, and it gives us the desired direction, right? So that is the reason I did not actually look into much about this trade. So right now, if it wants to go, maybe I will be looking from here, but this being the stop loss, 0.5 pips. Let's see if it comes back up. So there is no any imbalance here, like the fair value gap here. So we will ignore the trade, even though it gave us the one. Let's look for another one. Next one would be this, and the stop loss would be around 5.7 maybe. Yeah. So I would have just kept. Either way, it's fine because loss is a loss. We take the losses because we're counting on the system. Next up, let's see if it actually broke the structure. 0.2, 4.5. Let's see how this goes. Okay, this was also a loss. Actually, just taking out the liquidity. It's fine, happens, losses happens, but we need to just take our system. Okay, that's one. So these are all raw breakup structure itself. Event. Yep. So we take this. Okay, I'll just see if we paste this. Maybe if this swept here, we would have not taken the trade. But it is what it is. Let's move on to the next one. Again, this did not break, so in case it comes back up, because this here does not. Okay, okay. So this is a break of structure. It becomes a raw break of structure second 4.5. Let's see if it actually follows. A tap done. Yeah. Oops. State is not valid. Why we did not look this up here, guys? See, it broke the structure. We believe in these candle bodies because it makes a lot of difference. It's fine even if we don't take that trade because we believe, because in the long run this particular thing makes us, or we would always be conscious on this whenever it happens, right? So we make sure we take the trades properly. So this again, the base was not proper, so that, or else we could have taken, we would have just put a order here. So now again, this broke the structure now, and let's wait if it actually taps into our zone, this particular zone. Yep, comes here, taps the zone, the base. I will just keep it until this. Yeah, 5 was enough. Mm, we got a 1.5 because the reason I'll just show you guys. Yeah, the reason that I'm just keeping it until the fair value gap is because the base here, right, is formed with the up candle, right? So it shows some dominance of the buyers. So just to be on a safer side, we just take a 1:1 RR. So I just take this up here when we mark into this structure, right? So here is where I take it, and then we wait 1:5. We just take it. So this is our Robrico structure. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. It broke the structure. Oh, not it. Let's wait of what it does. It just swept the structure. Okay, we got this breaker structure here. Check this out. And then again this breaker structure here. This breaker structure here. And then our session ends here. For that particular day, we have a minus 0.5, but it's fine. Just keep taking it. Let's just take it out. Let's wait for the next day again. Yeah, welcome to Thursday, guys. So let's look into this. Let's first look into if there's any news first, because most of the time the news would be in the evening, that is in the New York session itself. That has to be on a safer side. Let's just look into it. So this day is Thursday, the 12th. It's USD 7 p.m. again on Friday, or there's GBP news on 12 at 12:30. So yeah, let's look into it. Yep. So let's wait. Okay, this is yeah, this is a breakout structure. Maybe if you would come there, would have taken it. We would have taken it, and this is a low that is called as equal highs itself with the bodies. So we won't take a trade here, even though it is a major breakout structure expected. And again, breakout structure here. Again, breakout structure here. Yeah, this is a base. So usually this is at 5.5, 5.6.5 to okay. Base above is actually smaller. We need more deep mitigation so that we can take this trade. Because okay, wait a minute. So this is the break of structure. This is the break of structure, and this is the next break of structure. And the zones are perfect. But sure, when we take the trade, it's too messy. It's like I'm only taking it here, but a pip is, and again, 0.5 pip. Let's look into if it comes deeper enough. It did come deep enough. Yeah, this trade can be taken because this actually mitigates the bow and then came down back up. So what we could have done is, if I would have taken a trade here with 5-6 pips, and this was already mitigated here, so I would have just taken a trade here and kept the stop loss here. 7.25 pips. Usually this would have been a loss. The first one would have been a loss for sure. The second one would be I would have for sure taken it because but we're just testing out as I told you. So 4.2 plus 4.6 pips pipette. So when we put it to the side, yeah, done. So one is a loss, one is a profit, so it's fine. So this is one is a minus one. Another would be sweep plus one profit. No, this is also long. This is on 12th. This is also on 12th and 12th and 12th London. One fucking minute. So this is on 12th. Mm. Let's move to the next trade. Let's mark out our zone. This is the zone. This is okay. Okay, but there's no imbalance here. Everything is mitigated by the time it came up. Maybe a sweep is a better option. Yeah, so you can see that this is a sweep. The reason that sweep is working because, as I told you before, base come back up. This is the balance, and this is then there's an imbalance here, and this is a fair value gap. This fair value gap was taken, and then it tried to go above, but it could not. So the one place that it can take a liquidity is below the low. So that is what it did. It took the liquidity here, liquidity, and then it shot up, right? So this is the same formula we used. Oh, six, 5 is high, minus 2 1, easy. So these I think I should just keep it in the sweep section. Now gonna enter it. That because we are just dealing with this. Next month onwards, I'll add it. But now we just wait a minute. Okay, this is one of our zone 5.5. Okay, this is a loss. This is our raw break of structure second. So this is a loss. Let's just mark it out. Two back-to-back losses. Second -1. Let's just take this out. Gotcha. So next again, this was a break of structure. This was a break of structure again. So again, this was the fair value gap that we found. Supply. Okay, now let's just wait for this particular trade. 156.57. There you go. And this was actually mitigated here. So in this case, usually you just take it here and then put 4.5, 5.5. In case it comes over here, like in case, just in case, if it overcomes or it wants more mitigation, it just comes up here. Just to be on safer side, and we take this trend. Yeah, see, that is what happened because let me explain you. This is already mitigated. If it is not mitigated, I would have surely waited for that. But this here is mitigated. If you go in a smaller time frame, you can see that it came and took that mitigated and left. So we would, this is just in case. So what we would do is we would just keep it here with the next imbalance and just to be on a safer side, we started from here. We keep this. So around 1 is to 5 because I would have taken it until end because the base here, as you can see it, the base is a sell candle. So that means there is some momentum towards downside. So this is again the raw breakout structure with plus 1.5 again. This is our short and it's on 12th London session. 1 minute duplicate. Next again, let's wait. So yeah, this will be good for demand. Yep, this will be the stop loss 7.5, 12.5. So this is stop loss 10.4, 10, 12. Okay, this will be on line, but 1 is to 2 we take in case it goes. Okay, it just kept on doing this and then I was just taking it out. I was just taking it out and break even. Nice. There it goes. Should, because it should just go above. If it actually keeps wandering over here, no use. Break even, or if you would have just left it the way it is, it's fine. We will take this loss. It's fine. Losses are the edge has given us a loss because losses are common. We can't. It is inevitable, right? So -1 again. This is long. This is on 12th, this is on 12th, this is on London session, again one particular minute. The next again, this will be the duplicate. Okay, let's just make sure that this is break even. And on 13th. Oh, 13th on a Friday is actually dangerous, but let's look into it. Usually 13th on Friday, that is too bad for me. Like for everyone, they look that into something that is not good. But let's just look into it. Finally, we are here on 13. Let's wait. So this is the break of structure. There's no zone here. In case it comes, we said just set our limit order to 3.5. Oh, 12th there was news. That's why I'm not taking it. There was news. I forgot. Totally forgot. And then we wait which side it shows us the direction. Well, the structure again show the direction. Actually, I don't like this engulfing candles, but we need to just take it so that we can learn lessons from it. Mhm. It's fine. All these I will surely look into it. Next, this broke the structure again. Again, this is another loss on Fridays, and particularly, I told you before on these um, Friday 13th that comes up with that. My God, I hear it. But these are all lessons so that we can make sure that we don't take or sure we avoid that particular date and time. Jayala. Wait, let's wait. It's done, it's done, day is done. So we're also done with the week. The week was good. We got 3.5% even though we did it on September 13th and not including the sweeps, guys. If I include the sweep, it'll be almost 6%. But yeah, we can look into it. There's no double rate loss, buffer, loss, 0.5. Okay, this should be deleted. Yeah, 2% is good. Without the sweep, if we add the sweeps, it'll be almost like 4% to 5%. But it's fine. We got 2% per week. That is, if this it is the same repo, then we'll get around for 2 weeks. It is around 2%. No, it is only 1 week, I guess. Right? One. 2, 3, 4. Okay, was that right? 1, 2. Where's Jan? Okay, so there was no trades on that week. We closed 3.5%. So it's 1.5, 3.5. I think this week would have been negative for us, but let me just take this out. Yeah, minus 1.5. It's fine. Losses happen, but it is excluding and taking the trades on this particular day, or else it would have been 4% plus 2%, but it's fine. We can't avoid that particular things, right? So next, let's look into the next week. So how do I pause it? There's no